Hello? Hello? Papa? Hi, did you all miss me? Did you all miss me? I bet you did. I know you did. I don't even know what you guys were doing without me. You guys probably had nothing to do without your Oshi to support. Missed my cute face? Yeah, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. What's not to miss? What's not to miss? Not just my face, but all of me in my engineering goodness. You were sick. Apparently I leave when you're sick. Maybe you got sick because I left. Huh? Did you think of that? You had malnutrition. You didn't get your daily dose of Breakabout. That's right. You need me. Because if you don't get me, then you die. You die without me. You will suffer if you don't get me, so you have to continue watching me forever and ever and ever. But it's been so long. Holy cow. It's been 2 weeks because this weekend my internet was kapooey. My internet got
I will watch you for eternity.
You'll watch me for eternity. Good. I need all those watch hours. I need those watch hours. Bigger number, better person. But what was I saying? This weekend my internet was kaput. I wish I could have streamed because I sort of missed you guys. Can you believe that? Can you imagine I missed you? Gross. But before that, I was on silly freaking work travel, and then before that was Twitchcon, so that's 2 full weeks of no streaming. That was... I feel bad. I feel bad for leaving you kids unattended. But yeah, also, frick, I thought it would just be, go to Twitchcon, go to work travel, and then we're done. And then we're back to normal stream schedule. But fricking, I went to work travel, and then they're like, oh yeah, let's do work travel again in 2 weeks. So I'm also on a trip. Fricking next Tuesday. Frick. They're just not letting up. I hope they give me a lot of fricking money for the per diem. Because I also, as much as I get per diem travel spending money, I also, when I'm traveling, I feel like I sort of just buy whatever. If I want 3-course meals at the restaurant, I'll eat them. I'll buy them. I'll spend $50 a meal, and then it's not Breakabout, it's Brokeabout. But it's been so interesting to go and do all these things recently, and I can't wait to tell you about them. Tell you about TwitchCon. I met all your Oshis. That's a lie, but I saw them all, and I went and I saw them and I was like, oh, I know you. You're Shy Lily. You're Rainho. You're Numi. You're Ludwig. I saw them all. And you know how many I fucking spoke to? Fucking 1. I spoke to 1 because it's like, and it was literally just a moment of, oh hey, you're Rainho. Are you Rainho? It's nice to see you. Okay, bye. Just immediate stun lock from seeing that. It's literally, I would see them and I'd be like, wait a second, I know you, but I'd be too nervous to go up to them, except one time it was Rainho, and she's just sort of, I think she was there with Sleepy, and Sleepy walked away for a moment, and I was walking past, and I was like, huh? Rainho? are you Rainho? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, nice to see you. And then I kept walking. Did I speak to Pirate Software? No, I didn't. I sat at a panel and watched Pirate Software speak, but I, again, was too nervous. Mystery, Rainho's another VTuber. She's a little bit of a degenerate. Little bit, but aren't we all? We're all anime girl degenerates. Negative Riz in person? What do you mean? What do you mean in person? Negative Riz always. If I have to contain myself. I have to channel the negative Riz. Otherwise people would just be all over me. Yup. There'd just be a chain of guys and girls following me around if I didn't contain myself with the negative Riz. But I mean, I saw so many VTubers. I saw Toma.
Well,
I saw
your Riz
Bao,
is so negative it
I saw
caused a
Shy
buffer
Lily.
overflow and became max Riz.
If only the universe worked that way, where we had like negative numbers went into overflow, and then I could just eat so much to become super fat and then become super skinny. Overflow back into skinny territory. Excuse me. Little bit of a hiccup. You know what else happened during all this time though? Oh, wait. Which one is it? This one? Nope, this one. Okay. Thick thigh bell, huh? What makes you think my thighs aren't normally thick, huh? But it was such a weird experience because you just walk around and you see VTubers. I mean, of course they're VTubers, so like you're not necessarily familiar with what they physically look like, but you can sort of guess because the VTubers wear masks, you know? And then you read their little ID and you're like, oh, you're Toma. You're Toma. Oh, you're Ruby. Oh, you're Mina. You have to squish them to decide if I'm thick, huh? How you gonna squish them, huh? You think you can even squish them appropriately? Maybe they're too thick for you to even squish. Maybe not. Oh, you're about. Thankfully, no one said that. Thankfully, no one said that.
Hands.
If someone came to me and was like, "Oh, you're Breakable," I think I would die. I don't want someone to recognize me in real life. I'm trying to be incognito. Well, I pushed a button that I shouldn't have, and now my VTube studio is freezing up. Life is suffering. Is it better now? Okay, I think it's better now. I pushed a button that I shouldn't have. Tee hee. Much better. Good. But yeah, it was interesting. There was less to do at TwitchCon than Anime Expo. It was way smaller. I think Anime Expo had physically it was way smaller. Anime Expo was it took a while to walk around Anime Expo and all that. But TwitchCon, it was relatively small, and it was just the people. There are way fewer people. Because Anime Expo was I think it was over 100,000. Wait, let me quickly run statistics before I run a Google search. Anime Expo attendance 2024. Oh no, it was actually almost 400,000 people. I think. I think. But TwitchCon was like 30,000 people, right? So just way smaller, you know, less booths, less going on. And I almost felt like at times I didn't really know what to do. Because they're like, of course they're almost always running like panels and people talking, right? Sometimes they're running shows. I went and I saw Hassan Piker's show, Debate Lords. I watched that in person. I watched some Twitch rivals in person. I watched some meet and greets. Hassan Daddy. yeah. I watched him take pies to the face. They threw pies at his face. The pies contained a lot of what appeared to be cream, so I won't comment on that. but it was fun. It was fun. Also, but I think the most stuff I did was I went to like, they had a bunch of educational panels on like how to be a better streamer, you know, how to create better content, how to grow your audience, you know, the details of becoming partner, which one day I aspire to be a partner, you know, one day to be a Twitch partner would be amazing. Cream. I don't think I am able to do that for you, but
You can be my partner, Bell winking
maybe,
face.
maybe we can get you a pie or something. But yeah, so like, hold on. Maybe it's easier if I do notes. Did I miss your constant flirting? Of course I missed you all so much. Let's see. Can you see? I think you can see. Oop. Who else did I see? I also watched, like, Tablet? Do you wanna do the things that I want you to do, Tablet? My tablet is not working right. Frick. Don't scuff me. I'll scuff your mom. JK, she's already pretty scuffed. Well, Ripperino. I guess the tablet's not gonna work the way it's supposed to, but I guess it'll be fine enough, right? But so, like, what was I gonna say? I saw so many VTubers just walking, and they're, like, doing meet and greets. They have, like, the Gamer Subs booth, of course. The Gamer Subs booth is always popping off with meet and greets for VTubers and other people. I think mainly VTubers, right? But, like, I'll give you a glimpse. Into my social anxiety. Where, like, the Gamer Subs booth is like this big, like, booth with, like, a tower in it. Where they have all their stock and all that is, like, in the tower, and, like, this outside is, like, a sort of desk thing. So technically all the customers can gather, like, wherever, all around, and they just get served by people inside the sort of, like, bar. But they would usually have, like, meet and greets on one side. So there would be, like, Onigiri, or Numi, or Bao, or Reinho. And I would know sometimes when they were there, because they'd get announced, but sometimes I wouldn't have known about the announcement, but I'd just see them while I was walking past. Yeah, Onigiri. Giri, the VTuber, not like the rice ball. Although I think she's named after the rice ball. But it would be like, there'd be like Shy Lily here. Excuse me? Tablet. Tablet, not like this. Why? Why do you fail me now? She'd be like here, doing her little meet and greets, and the line for her Shy Lily would be like all the way around. Wacom Tablet, Dark Souls Edition? Yeah, exactly. Why is this thing so evil? Why does it hate me? And I would see it, and I'd be like walking through, and I'd be like, oh, there's a meet and greet. It's Shy Lily. It's Shy Lily. Oh. And I would contemplate, should I get in line? Should I go and get in line and wait the, like, probably 30 minutes to meet her? And then I'd be like, but I don't know what I would say. I don't know what I would say to her. I can't, like, introduce myself because I'm not regular enough in her chat that she'd recognize me, even though it probably, we all know it doesn't matter. I could be someone who's never chatted before in her life, and she'd never have seen my name, but she'd still, you know, take the time to chat with me and pretend that she knew who I was. She'd just be like, oh, hey, thanks for watching, thanks for supporting, you know? But, like, I would be like, no, I don't know what to say, so I won't do it. But then I'd have nothing to do, but I'd be like, Shy Lily's there. I sort of like Shy Lily. I sort of want to be... So what I'd do would be is I'd be, like, walking around, and I'd go, like, off to other booths, and then come back, and then off to other booths, and I would just loop past again and again. Or like, oh god, tablet, why are you failing? I guess it's easier to just use my mouse at this point. Frick, Wacom tablet, why do you fail me? Why do you fail me? Wacom tablet. But it would be like, it'd be just repeated that of, I would see someone, right? Like at the artist alley, it'd be like their booths of the different artists. Maybe the mouse is not better, because I clearly cannot draw with the mouse like I can draw with the pen. And it would be like, there'd be like Buff Pup would be like here, and I would see her chatting with people, right? Clearly willing to talk with fans. She'd just be chatting with fans, and I'd be like, oh, wait, it's Buff Pup. Oh. She probably doesn't want to talk to me. But we should check who was with her, because she's probably with other people from Vichiban. So I'll just walk back and then go around to not look suspicious, and then loop over and over and over again. This is what social anxiety is. I mean, who else did I see? I saw Mouse. I saw Iron Mouse. She getting carried around on her little iPad, tablet, Surface, whatever, you know, with the webcam. And I mean, I sort of wanted to say hi, but also she's still doing her streamathon, right? So, or subathon, and I know it was getting streamed live to Twitch. So part of me was like, oh, maybe I should not. Maybe there's just some chance my badge will show and someone will see my face and they'll link the badge with my face, and then I'll be doxxed and ruined forever. That would be bad. So better not say hi to Mousy. I'll just loop past her 3 or 4 times. Just loop past her over. So at some point I was like, I can't go to these meet and greets. I have too much anxiety. I sort of want stuff signed, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to walk up to people to sign them, because I will literally die as I'm chatting with them. I will just literally go and keel over from inability to even articulate myself. Inability to even speak in front of these people because they're just super mega stun locky. So So I'll just make loops around over and over until I eventually resolved, you know, there are some people who won't stun lock me too much. I can talk with some people. I will try and get a signature from the most important man himself, Gunrun. And I did. I saw Gunrun. I saw Gunrun while he was trying to carry Iron Mouse around on her little tablet. I saw him, and I was like, wait, but he's on Mouse's he's busy. Maybe I'll just, you know, like, KO them for a little bit. Stalker behavior. So I was like, oh, he stopped for a little bit while they were having, like, I think there were some
Stalker Bell
technical issues with her and her stream and carrying her around. Yeah, Mystery, exactly. Exactly. Super awkward, socially anxious, not acceptable behavior from me. But they stopped for a little bit because I think they were having technical issues with her stream. And I was like, oh shit, they stopped moving. I can't linger here. They'll get suspicious. They'll know I'm just standing around watching Gunrun. So I had better go, like, walk around for another loop, right? Because at this point they're by like a big door, right? So these are the walls, and they're like standing here right next to the doorway, and there's like booths here. So I was like, oh, I can't linger here. I'm just gonna go for like another few loops and, you know, catch up with them afterwards. And then when I came back, they were gone. And I couldn't find. So I was like, frick, where did Gunrun go? I wanted his autograph. Gunrun, frick. And I was like, oh, I'll just wait until V Shoujo does their meet and greets, I guess, and see if he's there, even though I don't have reservations for any of the V Shoujo girl meet and greets. I'll just, you know, swing by where the meet and greets are happening and see if he's there. And he was never there. So, I saw him by that door on, like, Friday, and the convention goes from Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Thank you for the cat mode. And Saturday, I couldn't find him, and Sunday rolls around, and I'm like, I'm doomed. I'm not going to be able to get him. But you know who I did see? I saw Dan Clancy. Dan Clancy was walking around streaming with his phone, and people were just, you know, casually walking up to him and being like, hey, Dan, can I get a picture? If you don't know, Dan Clancy, CEO of Twitch. So I was like, okay, I mean, maybe not as cool as Gunrun, but I think it'd still be cool. So I asked him for a signature, and at this point I also realized I didn't have a black Sharpie. I only had a silver Sharpie, so it showed up really badly on the badge I got him to sign. But I was like, okay, well, at least I got someone to sign my badge, and it's Dan Clancy, so it's still really fitting for TwitchCon. But, like, the con is, like, wrapping up. It's like the second half of Sunday, the last day, and I know, like, Iron Mouse has her little tablet set up, and she's streaming. People are watching her on her subathon as she explores Artist Alley, and she's talking with people, and I don't see Gunrun with her anymore, and I'm like, oh, well, rip. But later, as I'm, like, walking around doing other stuff, I do see Gunrun. Also in Artist Alley, and him and, like, I think his assistant are, like, they're looking at his phone, and they're like, yeah, and I see they're looking at Iron Mouse's stream, and I'm like, oh, maybe they're trying to find Iron Mouse. I saw her, like, 5 minutes ago in the aisle over. I'll walk up and I'll be like, hey, are you Gunrun? Are you looking for Mouse? I saw her right over there. She's just in the aisle over. And he's like, oh, yeah, thank you. thank you. And he starts walking away. And in there's one singular moment, I'm like, oh, that was my whole interaction with Gunrun just then over. I told him where to go, and now he's leaving. So I was like, Gunrun, I actually, can you sign this? As he's like walking away. I'm like walking after him, and he's like, sure, I'll sign it. I think I caught him off guard too. Maybe he doesn't have as like serious. Oh, that was not. You saw nothing. But dupe. Wait, frick. I have a picture of the sign badge. Let me see if I can paste it. Whoa, it's big! It's big! But as I said, I only had silver Sharpie. So it doesn't show up really well. But look, it's Gunrun. And this one is Dan Clancy. So I feel good in that I got something from my favorite content creators, even though I had like morbid social anxiety on chatting with any of my like real favorite content creators. I at least got acknowledgement from Dan Clancy, CEO of Twitch, and Gunrun, CEO of VShojo. Soon to be both my bosses, teehee. But yeah, it was fun, and I got to meet some of my favorite Oshis. Not like really meet, but I got to like hear them talk at like panels. I heard Pirate Software talk at a panel. I went to the live premiere of VTuber Academy from Iron Mouse, and I watched that live with Rubber Ross and Jaden Animations. Belle and VShojo would be peak. Exactly. I would be peak. I'm a perfect VShojo girl. but maybe that's cheating, because I think to be a fangirl for the agency you work for is maybe not that good. Because like, what if I need to do stuff with the other VShojo girls, and then it's the same thing. I immediately become stun locked. I'm supposed to do a collab with someone, and it's like Henya, and I'm like, that me bell. Oh, Henya, hi. Me speak English. Yeah. Yes. One word responses. I become stun locked around all girls? No. Huh. I do not. It's only the pretty ones. And your mom. They're just people. I mean, maybe they're just people, but here's the thing, Mystery. Even people who aren't famous, I have anxiety around. I'm the kind of gal who, like, if I order something at a restaurant and they get it wrong, I won't say anything. I'll just be like, oh, I guess this is my life now. I didn't order this. I ordered the other version, but I guess I'll just eat it. I don't desire the social confrontation of telling them they made a mistake on my order. What do you mean might be an issue? There's no issues here. There's no issues here. I am a perfectly functional, reasonable, practical human being who accomplishes all that I need to accomplish. Even if sometimes that means I walk many loops around booths at cons because I don't want to talk with the people I'm big fans of. I mean, can you imagine? I don't know who your like role models or who you're super interested in is, but can you imagine if you saw like some superstar, you know, Elon Musk or Tom Cruise or some, like, you don't think you'd have for a moment, just a moment of, wait a sec, what do I say? What do I say? It's Obama. It's Obama. Elongated muskrat? You're going for the assassination? I mean, I wouldn't. I wouldn't go for the assassination, mainly because that draws, like, attention to him when he doesn't necessarily deserve it, but... You wouldn't be stunlocked at all, huh? Huh? Interesting, Mystery. Interesting. So what that tells me is your brain is illogical because you have no fear. You have no fear, so your brain... You probably are one of those people who's at risk of dying due to reckless behavior because your brain has no fear. It's not wired right. The only person who can ever stunlock you is me. Does it count as stunlock if the lock is just handcuffs? I don't think that's stunlock. but yeah, it was fun. I learned a lot from, like, I didn't realize how informative a lot of those panels were, where they'd have, like, you know, bigger Twitch partner streamers, Twitch, like, I guess they're called, like, Twitch ambassadors, and they talk about, like, oh yeah, you should really do this. The meta right now is to do that. You should be multi-streaming on as many platforms as you can. You should have 2 YouTube streams. One should be normal stream, and one should be vertical stream, so you can get the random ass YouTube algorithms for shorts. You should also stream to TikTok, right? Like, stuff like that was really interesting. Them talking about, like, oh yeah, if you want to grow your community, you really should tell them. Like, it sounds silly and it sounds like you're being, like, a little bit of a sellout when you're like, hey, like and subscribe, you know? That sounds silly, right? But they're like, you really do need to do that, because if you don't tell them to do that, they won't necessarily know to do that, right? So, I don't know. It's interesting always hearing about this. Sorry, I had to cough. But yeah, I learned a lot. I think one of the biggest things I took away from it is that it is sort of important, as much as, like, streamers should do what they stylistically want to do, which is of course true. It is also important to play the meta. Play the meta. Do what is in the trend right now in terms of content creation. So I guess what that means is, what you're probably gonna start seeing more from me again, and I realized that I needed to start doing this earlier too, I've just been, like, sort of holding it off, is that I need to do more shorts, I need to do more clips, I need to make more put more stuff on YouTube, because one of the things that they were saying is, like, oh yeah, one of the biggest downsides of Twitch is Twitch, you have to be there in that exact moment to catch the stream. That is, like, one of the highest bars for entry of any platform, because, you know, all the other ones, they can catch it later whenever, right? They'll just be scrolling YouTube and see a video. You know, that lasts forever. But with Twitch, they have to be here the exact moment that you're streaming, really. So we're gonna try and be better about making videos and doing I mean, I had an idea earlier today. This was like after Twitch, I was like, after Twitchcon, I was like, oh, I better start making more shorts, right? So I started making a list of shorts to make, and those will hopefully be on the way if I can manage to battle my procrastination. But also today I was scrolling through Reddit. And I saw on the engineering student subreddit, there was an Ask Me Anything. And I realized that would be so good to make a bit, because there are so many videos of stuff like that, of like, oh yeah, this is Wired, I'm like whatever famous person, I'm gonna answer the questions that you guys search on Google, or like I'm gonna answer these Ask Me Anything. So I was like, oh, an engineer Ask Me Anything. And of course the poster already answered all those questions, but I can answer them too. I'm also an engineer. I'm also a professional engineer. So what I think maybe we'll do, I think maybe this weekend, Saturday stream is what we'll do, is we'll go through the Ask Me Anything questions. And even though they're already answered, I'll answer them from my own perspective as a professional engineer. You're not on Reddit? Well, are you really not on Reddit? It's weird to me. It's weird to me for people to not be on Reddit, first of all. Like, not at all. Because so much of the internet is on Reddit. But especially weird because aren't you studying to be an engineer? Not that that's a prerequisite to be on Reddit, but I feel like Reddit is the corner of the internet of social media that engineers would be on. Ash, you think playing anti-meta to stand out? I mean, maybe, but if you play anti-meta, how is anyone ever gonna find you if all the algorithms are catering to meta? Bella asking, why am I so degen? I'm degen because I have only ever had time in my life to accommodate engineering. Engineering is my one true love, and because of that, I never have any physical or romantic, emotional support at all. Because I don't get the attention I need because I don't deserve it. Every engineer you know is degen as hell. I think, first of all, cap, not true, they're not all I think a lot of the engineers, freaking, my friend's manager is like the most, goody two-shoes person I've ever. He's like, he's like religious in the church choir. He like sings, you know, religious songs for. He has a master's degree in music theory. He like waddles around, you know. He like literally fits that exact stereotype of, oh, super mega goody two-shoes nerd. Super mega goody two-shoes nerd. He and he's like hilariously like, it just comes off as sort of out of touch, right? When they're like too almost perfect, and then he's like walked up to my friend, we'll call her A, because he's her manager for her like little electrical engineering section. He's her manager, and he's like, oh, A, I mean, not that this is relevant to you yet, but I just wanted to know for, I just wanted to show you for like inclusion's sake that we have, if you ever need it, we have a breastfeeding room, you know? Oh, I just wanted you to know that we are trying to accommodate you as a woman in case you ever need. And it was, you know, he did it in that way that it wasn't even him trying to be weird. It was it was him like trying to be, oh yeah, I'm trying to accommodate. I'm trying to show you as a woman in a male-dominated field that we are trying to accommodate you, and you know, and guys, A is, hold on. I was going to say 22, but it's been a while since she was straight out of college hired. But now I think A is 24. 24, unmarried. And he, you know, he just walks up to her and he's like, oh yeah, you know, I just want you to know that we have these accommodations. But he's like, he obviously doesn't see her that way, and he always tries to like, he tries to not be patronizing, right? He's trying to be like inclusive and help, and he's trying to do like support her as a woman in STEM, right? He's trying to be supportive, but it's just off-putting, right? Because he's so awkward, right? And he would just, you know, walk past her cube and he'd make conversation with her and he'd be like, oh yeah, I mean, you remind me of my daughter. She's about to go to college and blah, blah, blah. Back in my day, I got my degree in this, and I think it's really good that a young woman like you is going out and doing all these amazing things. You're such a great, but it's just, it's just so, like, off-puttingly out of touch. He's like, oh yeah, I mean, just, not that you need it, not that you obviously don't have a child yet, but if one day you know, need this space, we have a breastfeeding, you know, I mean, you know, like, he'd be the same sort of one who'd be like, oh yeah, I don't think we have this, but I think if we did, he'd walk up and be like, oh yeah, just so you know, in case you ever need it, there's company provided free tampons. You know, if you need feminine hygiene products, we just over there. Just good to know, Jim. Exactly. Poor Kevin. Poor Kevin. He just trying to be nice, but he's so out of touch, and it shows especially in that, like, you know, he's trying to do this for her and for some of the other, you know, earlier career girlies, but it's so noticeable because he doesn't have these like small conversation with guy engineers. He just walks by the cubes of the females and just, you know, has these cute little chats with them where he's like, oh yeah, I mean, I think it's really good that you're like getting into these leadership positions and you blah blah blah. I think you're great that you're like leading this, you're a member of our society, our branch of the like electrical engineering society. I think it's great that blah blah blah. It's so nice to see a woman in it. And then he does none of it he doesn't have any of these conversations with men. First of all, he's not my manager. Second of all, I sit like in a different area of the room, and one time he did like walk over to my cube and he's like, oh yeah, I see you talking with A a lot, you know, and I sort of just, I didn't like tell him to leave, but I gave him the like, oh, yeah, that's me. Okay. All right. One word answers. Thanks. Bye. Bye. I need to get back to work now, but I couldn't deal with it. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go in the lab now. Bye. Bye. Also, I'm a little bit, I'm young, and 22 and perfect idle age. But I may be a little bit older than A, so he might not feel the need to support me, you know, as like a full-fledged, functional, adult woman who can take care of myself. You know, he also doesn't do that with like the like really old women, of course. You know, he's not walking over there being he's not walking over to Latasha, the like 65-year-old quality engineer, being patronizing to her, obviously. but I, as you know, just a little older than A, perhaps, maybe don't deserve the like patronization that he gives her. Bella's 42. The only reason I would be 42 is because it's the answer to life, the universe, and everything. And that's what I am. I'm the answer to everything. I'm the answer to everything. If you have a problem, the answer is more Bell. If you have a problem, the answer is more Bell. Bella's life? Hell yeah. How did we even get here? How did we end up talking about A's manager, who's a little bit... he's... Sexist is the wrong word, right? Because he's not sexist. He's like anti-sexist, where he's trying to do that thing that supports women, right? He's trying so hard to support women. But it's almost overly, you know, anti-sexist. What do you mean autistic? Huh? What do you mean autistic? Just because I have a tiny bit of the tism does not mean you can walk around calling people autistic, alright? Grab life by the boobs? I mean... maybe that's why he brought up the breastfeeding room. I cannot believe it. The other hand, that manager shares an office with another manager who leads the other electrical engineering section, and the other manager is like, might be actually a little bit sexist. Like, not anti-sexist, actually just maybe a tiny bit sexist. In that, when Kay was working with us, Rip Kay, may she rest in peace at her new job, having escaped the hell that is my current company. When Kay was working, she was under him, and he would ask her about the project she was charging to, and he'd be like, oh yeah, I mean, what is this charge now? Why did you spend this money? Yeah, interesting. But he would not ask her her male colleague, you know, who's also in his section and about the same. He would not, you know, interrogate him about those things, and he would not, you know. He's like a little bit of too much of a boomer, you know, where he's like, oh, you know, as a woman, maybe she's just a tiny bit less capable, you know? Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for throwing things at me. It's way too late for me to be drinking this. I don't know why I'm drinking Mountain Dew at 8 p.m. in the night, but we're here. We're here. Fuck it, we ball. But he would be like, oh, yeah, maybe she, as a woman, you know, needs a little bit more oversight. Maybe she's only, what is it? How many cents on the dollar do women make? Is it 87 cents per dollar? Compared to a man. maybe she's only, 87% of what she would be if she was a male. For the he never said anything. I am not actually calling him sexist. I would like to point out, I do not necessarily think. Damn it, Ellie. Thank you for the subby. Thank you for the subby. I quick side tangent. I think I know what I want the sub badge to be. I want it to be nuts, but dude, what do we want for the color scheme? I'm thinking like early color would be like brass, like bronze coloring. You're not a sub. Well, you are to me. I'll make you a sub. But I'm thinking like the early tiers will be like bronze or brass, and then the later tier, like the second tier, can be like silver. Like steel. But what do we do? Like we can't go from bronze to silver to gold because gold bolts are like kind of weird, right? Maybe should we do gold bolts, or should we do like I'm thinking like iridescent, like the fancy like multicolor shine. Maybe we could do bronze, silver to gold, and then iridescent. I don't know. I don't know. Fidget spinner color? Ellie, that's not... Ellie, fidget spinners can be any color, right? Fidget spinners can be any color. Nuh-uh. Make it gay colors? You mean like the blues and purples of the like... The blues and the purples of the... Or is it pink? I feel like I've seen purples in it too. Is purple just for the lesbians? The real premium. But yeah, what were we talking about? Besides Ellie implying my mom's 85% male. That's not true. That's not true. You know what is true though? You're 50% female, Ellie. Huh? Did you realize that? You've got an X chromosome. Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Huh. That's totally not how that works, by the way, but... Lesbian Lex? Why am I supposed to know it more? I can't know every color of every fancy flag there is. 75.78% female. How does that work? I mean, technically, I think like 99.9% of all our DNA is the same, shared across all humans. Like every single human shares 99.9% of their DNA. Right? So that whole like how much should be matched with your sisters or relatives is like bullshit. Sort of bullshit. Not quite, but but like every single human shares more than the large mega majority of their DNA is the same. There's only like less than 0.5% of DNA that's like actually different between humans. .78, but why did you go with 0.78? Why didn't you go with 0.69? Bet you didn't think of that one, huh? Huh. But yeah, what were we talking about? Besides the various managers at my company being either anti-sexist or sexist. And then there's also the guy who's not a manager. The guy who's not a manager, who on Kay's first day, she came in on the first day and she was like at the gate, and he's like, "Oh, are you new?" Oh, I see, it's your first day. You must work finance. And she told me this story like multiple times. She's like, he said that at the gate on our first day when he met me. He's like, oh, you must work finance. And I immediately went, oh. And I just looked at him like, huh. And I think he got the message. He's like, Kate, I'm sorry, Kate, you're the electrical engineer. I'll remember that. I'll remember. So like 2 weeks later, whenever he was saying hi to her walking past her, he was like, oh, hi, Kay, the electrical engineer, hi. Because he realized on the first day, when he assumed because she was a girly that she worked finance, he realized he fucked up. Kay punished him. Not like in a weird way. Not like in a weird way. Not like in a weird way. But 6 foot tall girl, which makes you a man. Chat, why is height relevant? I'm so confused why people care about height when it comes to this. Like, I know on average, girlies are shorter, but there's nothing wrong with a short man or a tall woman. I think some people consider me tall, which is kind of weird. I don't think I'm tall. 5'7" is not tall in my books, but I guess compared to some of the others, you know, of my side, compared to some of my other friends, you know, some of the other girlies, I guess I'm tall, but I don't really think 5'7" is that tall. You're 5'8". I think isn't that like pretty average? Isn't that pretty average? I can't believe you. Why have you betrayed me so? Why have you betrayed me so? Even Mr. E realized that I was got. Frick, he's in a different chat. He's in a different chat and he knew. Also, I think I've held out on you guys with one emote. It's an emote of me holding a sign, but I haven't decided what to put on it. I think I know what to put on. I think I know what to put on the sign. You guys are gonna see it soon. I think you'll like it. Although, of course, it's easy. It would be easy for you guys to, you know, edit and just write whatever you want on the sign. But in the Discord, I think you're gonna like it when I post it. Giant woman, you angry? Why? I feel like if people are angry at you being a large woman, doesn't that just mean that they're probably... Is the word emasculated? They feel like their masculinity is threatened. Or maybe if they're girls, they're just jealous. Because you can reach higher than they can. And you can have those meet those fancy beauty standards of being like, you know, tall and skinny. You know, maybe have the body shape that everyone loves. Top 10 anime betrayals? Yes. Yes. People being mad or asking you to step on them. Okay, but let me just tell you this. They will ask you to step on them even if you're short. I saw Megalodon. I saw Megalodon this weekend. Someone asked her to step on them, and she took a picture of that with her stepping on them. Someone else asked her for a picture of them, of her sitting on them. Why do you have a feet? Why do you have feet emojis, Ellie? You'll step on me? I'll step on you, Mom. But yeah, Mega's pretty cool. I had not seen her, like, I had not even seen pictures of her before this weekend, but Mega's she looks pretty groovy. That's the word I'd describe how she looks. I mean, yeah. Ban that person. Get banned, freaking bot. You got gifted 12 subs in the past 2 days. It's probably because of September and those crazy deals, right? You know, they're doing deals. I think it was like gacha, right? Maybe, I don't even know. Is it still going on? I think this might be the last day. But Twitch is doing this weird thing where if you gift 5 subs, it gives you random subs on top of it. And sometimes, yeah, but I think it's not just September. September was all of September, but like the past week, the last week they ran a special where it was basically gacha, and if you gift at least 5 subs, it'll add subs on top, and sometimes it'll add more subs than you can. Thank you, anonymous gifter, for the gift sub to Ash. Definitely anonymous. Definitely anonymous. I have no idea who that could have been. Thank you, anonymous gifter. I have no... Guy, can you gift yourself? Can you troll everyone and gift yourself? Like, that would be hilarious, right? That's like a hilarious idea, but I feel like it's probably possible, right? I feel like if you wanted to be anonymously sub, you wanted to sub to someone, but you're like, I don't want them to know that I sub to them. I don't want them to know that I spend money. Excuse me, I had to cough. I've been feeling a little sicky lately. Maybe it's the Twitchcon sicky. Probably not. But I know like after Twitchcon a lot of people tend to get sick. But yeah, I mean, a gift subscription to this chat. Ash, I think that's because you are already a sub. You know, because you can't, I don't think you can gift a sub to someone who's already a sub. But maybe, I don't know. I'm not asking you guys to spend money to find out. You being here is enough for me. Well, if it isn't username that I refuse to say. Well, if it isn't you, S&C. You are my sub, Ash. You've got the fancy sub badge now. But anyway, what was I? How did we end up here talking about, like, I'm just yapping about whatever. Ask me anything this Saturday, that's the game plan. We're gonna go through that, you know, engineering student subreddit post of the Ask Me Anything, and I think they're doing another, so there should be some good questions there, and if you guys want to ask me stuff, that's fine too. That'll be fine too. But we're gonna do, I think we'll try and do that live on stream, and we'll record it, and then we'll try, hopefully, to edit it into something good that looks good, and we can post on YouTube. But at this point, honestly, editing brings me such dread that I think, even though I literally have no followers, right? Or, like, no real viewer base on YouTube, I think maybe I'll just hire an editor to do my editing for me anyway. How's your day, S&C? When is BellCon? BellCon is every day. every day is BellCon. You should all spend all of your days worshipping me forever. Forever! Excuse me. Huh? Wait a second. Is that your alt, Ellie? Or is this someone else trolling? Hold up. Hold up. Not trolling is the wrong word. Someone else impostering. Why do you have a second account then, Ellie? Created... Oh, just last month. Do you use it on other channels too? Interesting. Oh. Perhaps. Very suspicious. I mean, yeah, it is sort of weird that username isn't banned. You guys know Zentreya apparently can't get her main name on a lot of games purely because the middle 3 letters of her name are NTR. Wait, hold up. I'm so confused. How did we reach Hype Train level 4? What? It was just 1 sub, right? 1 sub takes you to Hype Train level 4? Wait a sec, I'm so confused. Was it more than one sub? Oh wait, no! It was a year! It was 12! I didn't even realize. You gave a fucking year to Ash? Crazy! I mean, I didn't say you, I'm just saying, you know, anonymous gifter out there gave 12... Anonymous gifter, the Mega Oiler. Meanwhile, we're getting suspicious bot spam in our chat. Thank you, Saribot. Oh, why am I... Sorry, I'm quickly managing the docs in my OBS because I've done something horrible and messed up my chat. Do. I don't think I've heard this music before. Oh no. Oh no, how long has music not on the playlist been playing? I hope I don't get DCMA'd for that. That would be bad. That would be bad. But we'll never know. We'll never know until I get DMCA'd. But thank you for the hype train. Oh my god, I didn't even realize that we had level freaking 3 hype train.
DCMD's nuts.
Ah! I mean what? I definitely didn't get got there. No. DCM. Your mom. Got him. Anyway. You know, so I said we do the Ask Me Anything Saturday. What I do want to do like a little bit of tonight is I want to play that processor building game with all the logic gates. That's pretty fun, and I also want to like slowly work my way through that. Also, it's Teaching Tuesday, and I fucking have not done anything educational at all. So maybe we'll try and, you know, cover this as a little educational. Everyone doing Ask Me Anythings, but no one doing Ask Me Nothing. Ask Me Nothing is a normal day for me, Ash. Ask me nothing is a normal day for me, Ash, because no one cares what I have to say. No one cares about Belle. How do I build a homemade nuclear reactor? You need to be way smarter than I am to do that. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I have hidden smarts that you don't know about. Ash, I'm not blocking you. It's just Discord's auto-filter filtering the inappropriate pictures. You guys know that Discord does that? Did you guys know Discord, like, automatically blocks inappropriate pictures? Which is kind of crazier, because that means they haven't, like, they have some sort of algorithm or AI that is just looking at all your pictures and being like, this seems okay. This seems okay. Nope, not that. Not that. That seems inappropriate. I don't think you can turn it off, Allie. I think it's just there by default. Like, literally all your messages through Discord are getting monitored. Rest in peace that one guy who revealed government secrets by posting them on Discord. That guy messed up. That guy messed up. Okay, can you guys see? Can you guys see the game? You can turn off DM filtering? Okay, but Ellie, if I turned it off, that would be really dangerous. Then I would see all those pictures that Ash is sending me, and I would go absolutely feral. Do. You think I'm already feral? Well, that's where you're wrong, kiddo. You see me at my most controlled. Which is actually kind of scary, right? That's like a horrifying thought that this is my most filtered. Maybe not. What do you mean I've got ears and a tail? You've got ears too, and I can make you have a tail. You might not like it. It might be a little painful at first, but I can give you a tail. Probably. That's the kind of degen you seem like you are. Why is my... Is it showing properly now? Is it... Create a device that can... Oh, wait, you guys can see this right now, right? Is it... Frig, it's not... Why are you like this? Okay, whatever. We're using display capture, I guess. Stupid, silly thingamabob. Wait, actually, I know what to do. Maybe. We'll see. Does it work? Does it worky? No, it doesn't worky. Okay. Okay. Life is pain. Look at the community I've cultivated. I have cultivated an amazing community, thank you very much. I've cultivated a community that straddles the line of very cultured, well-educated, learned engineers and complete fucking degenerates, alright? We are a one-of-a-kind mix. A breeding ground of a really weird hybrid. Mold culture? Your mom's a mold culture. Create a device that can OR and AND, NOR, OR and two inputs. The third input will be the instruction. An instruction is just what we call the number that determines what to compute. 0 is OR, 1 is NAND, 2 is NOR, and 3 is AND. You can't move the red components in this level for reasons that will be revealed later. Okay, so the biggest struggle for me here will be remembering that 0 needs to be OR, 1 needs to be NAND, 2 needs to be NOR, and 3 needs to be AND. OR, NAND, NOR, AND. OR, NAND, NOR, and the black mold speaks to you. It whispers in your ears. Bro's teaching Sand to think. Just install GCC. Okay, first of all, those are not the words I use. I don't say. I'm not teaching Sand to think. Although that's like a pretty good way to. I think that's a funny way to explain. What I like to say is, put lightning through rocks and weird things happen. We tricked Rocky into thinking for us? Exactly. Okay. Wait, so let me quickly... Which of these change? Okay. Eh? Or... Wait, it's 8-bit also? Shit, I didn't realize it's 8-bit. That's not good. That's not good. We'll keep these off the side just so that we can remember the order. Do we have 8-bit? Oh, no. Oh, no. To be fair, since everything is Stardust, technically, we are just thinking... Rock some... Okay, that's intense. Chat, I just want to say, you're all super amazing because you're literally super mega evolved Stardust. But, I just want you to remember, everyone horrible ever in history is also super mega evolved Stardust. Hitler was super mega evolved Stardust.
The real star is D's nuts.
I hate you. This is why we can't have nice things. This is what I've cultivated. Okay, so if we... Okay, so this obviously is not the correct answer. And it's the... We need 8-bit stuff, because 8-bit is... But how do you AND 8-bits? I'm so confused. Logic or... Well, here's 8-bit or. Here's 8-bit not. What else do we have? Mold dust? Your mom's got some pretty nasty mold dust. I don't even know what mold dust is, but it sounds like what's probably growing between your mom's legs. That's so mean. That's so mean. I wish I hadn't said that. That's so mean. So we definitely need a switch that controls... Okay, so we need a switch that will send it to OR, a switch that will send it to AND. But where do we have an AND? Aren't we supposed to have an AND? Is ADD the same as AND? No, ADD is not the same as AND. 1. Ba, ba, ba. Interesting. Someone will still eat it? How dare you? How dare you? Okay, so I know how to make ore. Right? Ore is obviously ore. I know how to make nor. Nor is obviously not and ore. How do we make NAND? How do we make AND? There's some way to make... Ba, 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 ba. So, nor means... and means they both have to be 1s, and that's the only way that'll be on. So if we do... if we not both of them... if we not both of them, and they're both 1s, then that's the only way we get a 0 here. Anything else gets a 1, right? I'm gonna not your mom. That sounds so... Guys, I found it... Actually, I'm not gonna say it. We're ending this conversation before it goes to terrible, terrible places. Or is only 1, or is only 0 if both inputs are 0. So this will output something that is only 0 if both inputs are 1. Because they'll both get knotted into zeros, and that will... Okay. And then when we knot it, that'll turn into AND. Which means NAND is just a knot of that, meaning it should just be an OR with knots to both inputs. Whoops. Okay, so this is all the logic we need for all four of our gates. Now the question is, how do we set the switches to be correct for them? How do we set the switches to be correct for them? Alright, so this will be... We need a switch that enables... And what's our triggers? Our triggers are, for OR needs to be switch set to 0. Which... So we need a switch that can read what bit it is. Which means we need to mux it out, or split it. Okay. Here we go. So this will split our signal into whatever numbers we need. We need something that switches it to be on when it's nothing. So that would be 1-bit and 2-bit would both be flat, which means NOR, which is single bit OR and not. Okay, so that's our switch enable for OR. Now we need a switch enable for NAND, which is enabled only when one bit is on. Which means... that's easy. That's an AND of 1 bit and not 2 bit. That'll enable our second option. Ellie, you have such insane emotes. Those gifted subs are popping off for you. We need a third switch that enables when the value is 2, which will be the same exact thing. Same exact thing, except we'll swap the NORs, which will be... or we'll swap the NOTs, which means it'll be... and... from the 2, and a NOT from the 1. And then our last will be AND of both of them. Okay, this is so freaking ugly, chat. This is ugly, ugly. Okay, now we have to set up our actual circuit. So this was the OR circuit, which is just an OR. Passes through the switch that's only active during OR. And then we have the NAND, which it will be... whoops. Whoops. Also, sorry if it's not easy to follow along with. There's like... this stuff is kind of intense to explain. What the frick is that set of emotes? Ellie, why am I getting licked? Also... I mean, not that I necessarily mind, but... You weirdo! You weirdo! Okay, and now we need our... NOR. This is ugly. Through our NOT, so that's an OR and a NOT. And then lastly is our AND, which is the NOTs for both inputs. The OR. And then the NOT on the output too. This game is kind of insane. But it's very interesting. Alright. Are we good? Are we good? Chat, I just want you to know that I'm the freaking GOAT. I'm the freaking GOAT in that I figured this shit out. Not really. Tons of people have figured this out before me, but that was actually kind of intense. Kind of intense of a module. So, the idea that you can have multiple of these logic functions is really helpful in computing, because this is the sort of stuff that goes on in like an FPGA, where you have different blocks that you set them to do different things. Not that, like, what I'm saying is just yap, and it not necessarily makes sense without, like, enough background knowledge, but... FPGA is a nuclear reactor core? Exactly. Exactly. That's about how complex it is, to be honest. Can you fit 4 bytes of memory in this limited space? In this level, you have to build a circuit that can save and load from 4 different bytes of memory. You have given 1 bit that determines if you are to load, another bit that determines if you are to save. It comes with a corresponding value. Additionally, you have 2 address bits. With 2 bits, there are 4 combinations, one for each byte of memory in this level. Join the wires in the middle and use right angles, or this will be a mess. Spacebar rotates components. No! Okay. Okay, which one is... Enable this only on load. Check. Oh! Why is it so small? No! That is ugly! Certainly there's a better way... No, we're going around. We're going around. Frick this. No! We can't go around that way! No! No! Okie dokie, I guess. Frick. Okay, these 2 bits control which value... Oh. Shit. Why do we have so little space to work? Alright, whatever. We can do this. So the first bit will be... The first bit, I assume, has to be 0, 0, which means... We and... Oh god, we're gonna have so little space. We're gonna have so little space. Alright. We're already fucked. We're already fucked. We have 8-bit memory here. 8-bit register. Wait, can we color them? Interesting. Okay. Okay, I know how to do this. It's just gonna be so freaking painful with this little space. We need to really manage our wires properly here, or we're gonna be toast. That's 0, this will be 1, this will be 2, and this will be 3. So, oh, pain. Pain and suffering. Pain and suffering. Super, super mega pain and suffering. You love toast? Toast is freaking delicious. Oh, when we were on work travel, this is completely mega tangential. We were arguing about what place does fried chicken better? Is it Chick-fil-A chicken tenders? Like, not fried chicken, like chicken tenders, right? Breaded chicken? Is it Chick-fil-A or Raising Cane's? And I think it's Raising Cane's, but a lot of my coworkers, like, it was like a 50-50 split. A lot of my coworkers think it's Chick-fil-A. I think the general consensus is that, like, Chick-fil-A has better breading, but Raising Cane's has better meat. Like, better actual chicken. But something that did come up was the Raising Cane's, like, toast. Because that stuff's good. Also, nightmare. Literal nightmare fuel in terms of wire management right now. Literal nightmare fuel. Also, I have these... Do I have these backwards? No! I think I do have them backwards. Shit. Shit, shit, shit. Oh! I deleted so many at once there. Okay. So this end needs to be active when it's double nuts. That's that knot. And this is this knot. And this is double ons. Oh my god. Pain. Pain and suffering. Okay, so our first bit of memory will be this one, which will go oh no. Oh no. Pain and suffering. Oh wait, it needs to go to the square. That's the safe value. They should all be connected. Can we wire that? Oh, we can wire them like that. Okay, that makes it easier, I guess. So now what we need is we need an 8-bit switch. For each of them. Oh shit, I should probably set up my tipping. Huh, Ellie? If you wanted to tip. I feel bad having that command and not having my tipping set up. But I'm sort of worried because I know there's like weird stuff with like PayPal where people tip and then they refund and then I owe PayPal money. So it's safer to use the bits, but I don't think people will do that here. But it's like kind of a scary thought. What do you mean you're trying to do that? I will make you suffer. Okay, which one is load? It's this one. This one is load? And which one is save? Okay. And... oh, this is pain. This is pain. This is pain. Fake fan. Can I even follow myself? Is that a thing? Remove this? Oh, it's pain. It's pain and suffering. We need all this packed in tighter. We need our stuff as close as we can get it. And we should run it this way. Yeah. Yeah. Pack it in tighter, Belle. Pack it in tighter. Okay, so we need to set it to... We can save gates here, actually. We'll set up different switches that will switch the load in differently. Will that fuck up when it loads a nothing? Also, this is so much space. No, this is not the way to do it. We can't do that. Shit. Shit. Yeah, I think we just have to use the 4 AND gates. Which is gonna suck massive pee-pee. Suck massive pee-pee. Okay. So that needs to go here, and that will trigger... Oh wait, no, it needs to come from save. Shit! It's getting messy. It was already messy, but it's getting messier. And by messier, I mean way messier. Okay. So this goes to you. This goes to you. And this goes to you. And it's... Oh my god, pain. Are all these are for... load? Yeah, they are for load. Okay. Or no, they're for save. Okay. Save. 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 Okay. Now we have to do the loads, which will just trigger from... these. Oh, I almost wired it to the wrong one, which would really... Ellie, this is supposed to be memory in its full source. Like, you can have 4 different bytes of memory, and it needs a built-in decoder that will trigger the correct memory. Holy cow. This is insane. In the membrane. Wait, do we even need these switches? We don't need these switches. We had so much extra space that we could have used, since we don't need those switches. Whatever, it's just... we were just being space efficient by packing stuff in. Oh, we fucked up. Outputs 1, input 0. What's flowing incorrectly? What did I do wrong? Short circuits, input 1. Okay. Where did this go wrong? Input 1 and input 0. Oh, we shorted these together? Why did we short those together? Now we have to ask which of these inputs doesn't have something it should have. We just had, it was literally just one short circuit that, I don't know how that wire got there connecting two inputs. But we're literally the freaking best in our advanced civilization, forcing prisoners to do extremely menial tasks as slavery, and is technically illegal. That is why we instead had our intern create the 256-byte version of your component. But they had the intern do slavery then. Does the tiny canvas mean it's supposed to be simpler? No. I think the point of this is that you need, like, physically when you're making memory, you need to make it small so that you can have a lot of memory, like in your computer. Your memory has to be, like, incredibly tiny so that they can pack on way more memory. So each cell of your memory is, like, minuscule. Mega microscopic. Counting is so fundamental, even insects can do it. From computing... counting is so fundamental, even insects can do it. From counting, species can evolve to compare and do arithmetic. And before you know it, you have apes building computers. He just called us apes. He just called us apes! Unfair, we didn't start out with microprocessors. You have a microprocessor. Wait, that's the wrong word. You have a micro... No comment. Make a device that increments once per tick. Build a counter that will increase by 1 each tick. Additionally, there should be an option for overriding the counter with a given value. You are given 2 inputs, a bit and a byte. The bit input should toggle between counting and overriding with the value of the byte. Eh? Overriding with the value of the byte? Output, the bit input should toggle between counting and overriding the value of the byte. What does that mean? Why are we overriding with the value of the byte? Oh, okay. Never mind. But what's a tick? So what we want is we want one cycle thingy. Yeah, but how does it cycle? Because we can't cycle it with this guy. We can't cycle it with this because this is what tells us whether we should be counting or overrating. I mean, we can use the delay line. Okay, I mean, I guess what we'll do is we can do on for 1, and all it'll do is it'll just add 1. Wait, how did you time yourself out? What did you do, Ellie? Imagine each time at... Hey! That's so mean! That's so mean. I saw what you said, you meanie. You didn't say anything about her Yes, you did. She was related in the sentence. How do we increment up? Can we delay the output of an 8-bit? No, we can't delay the output of an 8-bit. Okay. Which means... How do we add 1 to a number? We need an 8-bit memory, I think? Wait, do we have 8-bit memory? Yes. So what we'll do is we'll have the addition give a result that gets fed back into itself from the memory. And the other input from the adder will just be a 1. I don't know if we can do it like that. I think we might need to build it off an 8-bit maker, which is totally doable. Now, overwrite means which one is load in? Save value. So we need a switch here. We need a switch. And then one of these will be on when we're set to count. So that will be the bottom one. Because the bottom one controls our adding. So that. And then the other one will be on when we're set to overwrite. Okay. So when we're set to count, we should trigger both at save and load at the same time. Ah, thank you for throwing things at me. Ash, what is exclamation point fight? Why are we fighting? Huh? Fighting is bad. Don't make me beat you up. And if I can't beat you up, then I'll get my dad, and my dad can beat you up. It should always be saving and always be loading. Does this work? It does work. We're the best. We're fucking G's. Although it's sort of weird to me to have the idea of a memory that's literally always saving and always loading at the same time. Ash, don't make me actually... If I beat you up, it won't be in the fun way. It won't be in the fun way. It'll be in the way where you don't end up in the bed. You end up in the hospital bed.
That sounds hot.
In a cast. Also, holy cow, it's freaking 9 p.m. It's freaking 9 p.m. chat. Where did the time go? We only did freaking 3 levels. Although this
And
this
you
game
can
has
give
been
her
like...
a sponge bath.
We don't need a sponge. We don't need a sponge. What do you think tongues are for? What? Huh? I said nothing. I said nothing. But I think it's time for me to like... time for me to maybe call it a night on the stream. Thank you for coming back and watching me on my first stream after 2 weeks. Rest in peace, viewership. But we're gonna do fun stuff, I promise. I think maybe Saturday, Ask Me Anything. 9 p.m. Pacific. 9 p.m. Pacific. Be there or be square. Maybe even be cubed if you're not there. Cubed like what I'll do to you with the knife. Like, I will cube you with the knife if you're not there. I'm always watching. Anyway, Saturday, 9 p.m. Pacific. We'll do another stream. Maybe play some games, but we'll definitely, you know, maybe look over the Ask Me Anything stuff. Hopefully we can make good content for you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. I hope you had fun. I had fun, even though it was just we just sat here and sort of yapped for a little bit. But all right. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a good one. Thank you for watching.